All right, we're gonna do a couple of quesadillas. All right, I just wanted to do something very simple for lunch today, and so we went to the Veggie Patch today, and we found some zucchini flowers, which I use a lot in Mexican cooking. We found some tomatoes. We have some mushrooms as well. Some chilies, so important for Mexican food, and some big zucchinis. So I thought to myself, how about we make some quesadillas, something quick, something for a snack, for lunch, something easy to do. We also have some cheese. I found some cheddar cheese, could be Colby, could be any other type of cheese, some goat cheese, and it's just because I love the flavor of goat cheese inside of the quesadilla, and some avo just to finish it up. We don't have to, but that's what it is. So I set up this barbecue. It's like sort of like medium heat. Doesn't have to be a barbecue. Could be a frying pan, just very, very hot. You can also use a sandwich press. Sandwich press at the same. So think about the tortilla sort of like a toasty. So let's start with a very quick recipe. There's two ways of doing the quesadilla. So this is one of the ways that I normally use, which is simple and easy. So let me just move the tortillas around. I will normally just chop my cheese. You can also use shredded cheese, but I like this kind of cheese, the matured cheddar cheese. That's what I found. Put a little bit of that. Then put more. Basically, what we want is we want for it to just to melt. This is one way that I do my quesadillas. So, if say for example I wanted to put some mushies, I will just put them like this, right, and then just put them inside. And they're gonna cook. They're gonna cook because as the cheese is melting, the mushies are also gonna melt. There's another way of doing the mushies. You can do them like that too. But basically, we're just sliding them. I'm gonna put them in. You can buy the slices of mushies as well. So that's one. And then why not put a little bit of that ghost cheese, spread it all over. So it just changes the flavor a little bit when you bite into it, right? And then that's it. That's my first quesadilla. So what we want to do is that cheese to melt, and then once it's melted, we're gonna flip it around. Another type of quesadilla. This is one with tomatoes. And think about tortillas as a replacement to your bread. So we're gonna do a traditional toasty. So just tomato, cheese, and it's as simple as that. It's just like that. We'll do some slices of this beautiful tomatoes that we just picked up this morning. And then that's my second quesadilla. All right, these tortillas are warming up. I need to flip them around. I'm gonna close them for a few seconds just so that I get my temperature up again, and then we'll get back to them. All right, for that zucchini one, what I want to do is just put a little bit of this cheese. So again, quesadillas is always about cheese. It's this cheesy sort of toasty, but think about it as a toasty, but it's not a toasty. It's just putting some cheese to melt. I like to put a little bit of that goat cheese just because I love the flavor of goat cheese, and then I'll put my zucchini flower. And it just needs to be in the middle, right? It's gonna cook. So we will remove the stem because the stem needs a little more cooking, but not the flour itself. And just put another tortilla on top. And whilst I'm doing this one, these ones are ready. And they're ready because the cheese has all melted. So again, it's just like a beautiful toasty. And we're gonna serve them like that. Okay, we're gonna play in a second. We have our simple tomato ones. Look at this one, beautiful. And those mushrooms have cooked, and it just all melted away. And then you can keep going. You can do as many quesadillas as you want. So we have those, we have this, we have this, we have this. Also, when this zucchini flower goes, let's put it here. I love my quesadillas with a slice of avocado. So this avocado that's from yesterday, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. For this one, I want my slices of avocado. So just take it out. Because this is a shepherd avocado, it's a little bit harder to get the skin out. So I'll use the knife to get that part of the avocado. Slice of avocado. What will go very good with this would also be a salsa. And we have the salsa from that we have from the other recipe the other day. We're gonna use that when we get to eat this. Let's just flip this quesadilla over to make sure that it's cooked on both sides. We want the tortilla to be cooking on both sides. See how the cheese is melting already. It's coming along. That flour is changing its consistency, so no longer crisp, but it's more like melting away with that cheese. So just a few more minutes. Yeah, the cheese melted. I have my zucchini flour. It's ready to go. So what I'll do next is I'm just gonna chop it. Put it in half. You can do, doesn't have to be half. You can do it in triangles as well. There's many options in terms of how you can do this. All right, so now we have put it here with the other ones, and here we go. We have quesadillas. We have zucchini flour quesadilla. We have a tomato quesadilla. We have mushroom quesadilla. If you would like chili, just slice the chili inside. Put it in the barbie with the quesadillas, and off you go. Add some salsa, and it's just a very simple recipe to do at home.